Hey folks, welcome back to eXplorminate. I'm BattleMode, and this is my Let's Play series of Shadow Empire. We're now on episode 98 and round 150. So we're really far into this game, and I think what's going to happen now is there's got to be a bit of a pause to my constant expansion, because I'm having my logistics are just not holding up. You'll see that we do still have some pretty severe bottlenecks. Ignore this one, but this one and this one as well, because these aren't really that important. But you'll see that here we've got a bit of a bottleneck here between Pacifica and my forces in this northern front. Now, after rejigging my logistics quite a lot and rerouting some of my roads and using traffic lights, I managed to get supplies to most of my troops, but they're still not getting everything that they want. They're getting food for the most part, I think, but they're this is not good. So I think I'm going to have to stop where I am now and just kind of like hold up. It's a shame because I could probably crush Montefiore. The problem is I just don't have the logistics. I'm going to start getting severe problems with starvation if I carry on. However, in the northern part, this is not the case. So I can still carry on taking. I reckon I can probably take these three, maybe four. These four zones around me. And then build up my logistics around this area, and then just get ready to take the last part. And these guys are just going to hold here. I think basically moving all these tanks and armored vehicles is just putting a massive strain, and I don't think I'll have to wait that long. I've actually got a bunch of increased truck station sizes coming through in the next couple of turns. 2-3 turns I'm going to have more trucks, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it all again. And I wish I'd not made friends with Rushoye packs. I think the next time I play this, I'm just not going to bother with diplomacy, because I mean, sometimes you have to. But like, if it wasn't for these guys, I could just like put a road right through here, look, and straight into Montefiore. But instead of having to go all this way around, and I have considered putting another SHQ up. The problem is that I don't have enough. I don't have anywhere that's really kind of producing enough to be able to do that. And I am doing a few things. I've moved Iceron. Iceron is now as part of the second SHQ. I think I might actually make Hamburg part of the second SHQ as well. Now, these aren't huge producers, in all honesty, and I think that the second SHQ really isn't at war at the moment, and it's just kind of sitting here producing stuff. So I think it might be wise to try and take some of the pressure off the first SHQ. But I'll see what effect moving Iceron over does first. Also, Limac was in a bit of a sorry state. What I've done is I've actually transferred a bunch of colonists over and changed them into workers. I've raised their salary really high, because we're just losing people and so now that they're much happier, I'm going to start building up the civilization. I played a stratagem card and I got them an autocratic private university, and I'm going to build a hospital. So out of all my towns, this one's really not doing well. At some point I will go through all my towns and just try to figure out what it is that I want to build, and just start making all these places just a little bit. We need to make 3 skills great again basically, because this economic depression we're going through at the moment is pretty bad. Now, so this episode might well be relatively short, because I'm not going to have very much to do with regards to combat, because I'm going to carry on fighting against Tarrafel. This war against Tarrafel is grinding on, and I'm loving it. It's just so much fun. And we've also been invaded here. Look, you'll see that I renamed this city to Munster just in time for it to be attacked by a bunch of aliens. Let me show you what's happened. So we made a promise to Steelfront to raise enforcement, which was quite easy, and that's something that I wanted to do anyway. We've conquered Last Camp, we've conquered Pixie Rooney, but we lost Munster. We've discovered a mobile shield, which I'm going to start having a look at, and we've discovered a fusion plant, so we'll be able to get much more energy. And we've operationalized some stuff, and then here's a bunch of cards. Loads of cards, right. So let's have a look at the history, and I'll let it play through for you. This is all Montefell moving here. So this is in the northwest, and I've got a significant invasion force here, mostly infantry. And I know that I think seasoned players will probably look at me and go, "God, why do you use so many infantry?" And honestly, I don't know. I think partly because I like to take and hold. I like to take and hold territory, and you know they're obviously essential for that. But I probably should be using more tanks at this point of the game, and I recognise that. But this, I mean, the territory in this game has been very. I mean, there's loads of desert. This is a Seth planet, so there's tons of desert. So I defend my choices in that respect. But yeah, I do need to start building more tanks, I think. Okay, we were attacked here by Carrion Packs, I think, and we defended. They're pushing in on my... I'm going to have to start moving some of these troops. Yeah, we lost some troops here, but we actually defended ourselves pretty well. Now, this is one of the reasons why I want to actually build up my readiness in a lot of these troops now, because I don't really want to be... I don't want to be attacking and losing tons of troops. Yeah, this is... Taurus, I think. Taurus are kind of moving in on Carrion Packs. And here we go with Tarrafel. Tarrafel has still got a pretty significant force. Now, they attacked us in force there, but we stood firm. We managed to defeat quite a lot of the enemy. We killed a lot of the enemy. We've still got this zone here surrounded. But we're not really making much progress towards that zone in the east, in the west. And here is the aliens. Like these aliens actually attacked us. Nearly 10,000 reptiloids, and they pushed us out of Munster. Now this is a big city. I really want to get this back. Now we've got a bunch of reptiloids who are standing firm here. Now they've also got some militia, but I think that if I could, I might be able to rescue these guys because they don't take supply. The reptiloids can live off the land. Okay. So the general idea is these. I'm not going to do much. I'm probably not going to move too many of these. I'd like, look, while these guys have got such low supply, I would like to kind of push forward, but the problem is I'm struggling because of just the amount of supply that is having to be trafficked through this area. So I think for the most part, I'm gonna start like here. I think I'm gonna have to do a strategic withdrawal. And I'm gonna push back along this line here. In fact, I might do this now, just while I remember. So let's get those guys back here, and I'm gonna move. Yeah, I want to be holding the high ground. So let's get these guys back here. Now, hopefully these guys aren't at war with one another. The Zeppelaria and Carrion Packs, because what I want to do is kind of just... I don't really want to stay on this... I don't want to be defending on this rocky ground. I actually want to get into this... I want to get into the sand, so... But for the time being, I might just keep... There we go. Look, oh, they've got cavalry there. That's interesting. I might move these guys over just for one round, and then just keep the rest of this line. And I think what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to get pushed back here. Move those guys, that HQ out like that. Because if they come in this way and cut us off, we're in trouble. But I do think it's about time we started. I think really where I want to be is like here, like that. Kind of guarding like this. I don't need this area. This is not useful to me. Obviously, I don't want to be giving up too much ground to Carrion Packs, but I mean, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I don't want to be flanked on this side here, but I do have artillery, and we can actually bombard them, as I'll show you. Yeah, we just not got the ammo. I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't want to be straining my logistics system too much. At the end of this turn again, I'm going to have to really play with the logistics again, just to try and squeeze the last bits of the last logistical points out of it. Okay, decisions. We got an incident with reckless behaviour in. This is Aaron Bennett. So I think what's going on is because I'm going further into enforcement. This group here, the Justice Knights, I don't think they like enforcement, so it's starting to annoy some of my characters. This is bad because I really need enforcement. But then again, this guy's going to be gone kind of soon. The problem is that these guys are quite high, like they're in the Economic Council as well. Let me just have a look at this. Where are we? Overviews and factions overview. So Justice Knights. It's these guys here. So many of these going off the screen. Look. Yeah, it's only him. So, Aaron Bennett, you're an idiot, mind you. He's really, really senior. This is like one of the most senior guys in my service. I can't remove him. It's going to upset everybody if I do that, because the higher the seniority rank, the more upset they will be if they get removed. So, and it cascades down right to all of your leaders, particularly the people in the same faction. They'll be really upset. So. Yeah, he's got quite high ambition, this guy, but I can probably retire him soon. The thing is, he's actually pretty good, and I need somebody high in, with the high technician role in the model design council, because I've got loads of models I want to design. Now he has got an advisor attached, and that might be why his relationship. So yeah, I might just detach Aaron Bennett here. That will help. That will definitely help. Anyway, I can ignore it. That's going to give us some rest. I can support the leader's actions, which is going to make him a bit happier with us. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to denounce him. My heart's pretty low as well. Maybe I'll just ignore it.
Understood.
We have got some minor unrest there. I don't think it's going to be a big problem in Skull Tower. Military Research Council priorities. Again, I don't think we've got a whole lot to discover. Military-wise. Let's have a look. Yeah, we've discovered pretty much everything, I think. I think everything else is kind of waiting on other things, so... Yeah, we want fusion plants so we can break into the ICBMs and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so let's just leave it as it is. I might even just drop it down to 10.
Order received.
Okay, and operationalization. Now, what could we use? Mechanized armored assault infantry, mechanized armored assault army. That will be, yeah, tanks and mechanized troops basically together. That might be quite useful. Heavy mechanized armor infantry army. So many of these, man. Heavy RPG infantry would be quite useful. And that'll come out quite quick as well. So let's grab that one. And I need to make an RPG model. Right, it's in Pixaruni. Okay, let's just find out where that one was again. Must be one of these ones I've taken on this. That's West Camp. I'm gonna have to find it. I can't remember where that one is now. Rooney. Oh, there we are, down here. Have we got anybody there? Yep, we've got 12,000 machine gunners. Oh, well, infantry basically. And it's a fairly small place. Let's just send in the troops.
Copy that.
We need to increase our autocracy for a bit now anyway. Minor worker strike in the last camp. This is the same. I don't mind giving in some demands here. That was a really small amount. Minor worker strike in Percy. Yeah, oh, sabotage as well. Minor worker strike in Percy is just give them some money. Sabotage in Nottingham. Workers are unhappy in Nottingham now. It's resulted in a saboteur being active. give an extra payment to the workers.
We'll go.
New governor for last camp. Conan Jackson. He might be okay. Administration is pretty high. Good tech rate. Yeah, he'll do. He'll be okay. So let's get that guy in there. He's actually quite good.
Copy that.
Pixie Rooney is without leadership. Oops. Why? I don't know why I hit this button. This is the worst button in the game to hit, because it's the one that slows the whole game down for ages. Okay. What have we got? Everywhere I'm conquering has these biofuel plants, and it's just chewing through my food, and I'm getting annoyed with it. So I'm closing it. I don't know why they use that. I guess that's just what they think that they need to use, but recycling. Yeah, we've still got some recycling going. Let's just see what we can get. Hit the slow button and then grab ourselves a civilian. Not actually that slow once you're in here now. Civilian, here we are. Oh, this guy's good. He's got like good all-round skills, look. And he likes enforcement as well. That's good. Okay. Governor of Seltris. Ah, Seltris is the one that I just took. Okay. We want a little bit of money going in. Let's get the worker's salary to a decent amount. I'm gonna have to start taking these down soon. The overall salaries, because it's just gonna get really expensive. Nomads are assaulting our trailers. Zeppelaria territory nomads are assaulting us. I hate this. Okay, let's just get enforcement up. Ah, it's going to upset all these guys, though. The ambassador from Shoya Pax proposed to refrain from imposing trade tariffs on one. Yeah, all right. It's going to make him happy again.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Bennett, I'm going to have to do something about. Tower of Fel offers a 400 credit gift. I don't really want to be friends with Tarafel, but it might make him happier, so accept it.
Yes, sir.
Spies and Gigare Paxifan info, Commercial Citizens League is who we want to
Yes, sir.
promoting there, and Caroline Paxifan info. I'll just remind myself who Caroline Paxar are having power. So we want the trade faction, who are real politicals. Looks like we're going to get them.
Yes, sir.
Natural Born Killer in the 4th Independent Walker Regiment. I want to raise autocracy, I think. Now, enforcement. We're actually quite high in enforcement. Let's go to the profiles and see what that gives us. Logistical bonus 50%. Right, this is what we want. Okay, if we can get this, I reckon this will help out. This will fix our logistics problems temporarily. Getting the tax bonus as well might be good. So I'm going to try and go really far down into enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we've got a couple of leaders we need to deal with. So the 32nd Heavy Machine Gun Brigade. They've got a leader who's not very suitable. Now this guy is going to be on the front line, so I'm going to remove him this turn. This is Ian Ben Walker. He's bad, so call him. Going to give him another job.
Roger that.
Now I want to get someone in there next round who is decent. Now these are a heavy machine gun infantry brigade, so we want somebody with decent skills that will help with defense, because they're mostly going to be used as a defensive group. So let's go into, we're just going to have a look at war. We want some with a high war score and command skills, decent decent operational command. So 4th Heavy Armour Brigade, we've got the 2nd Machine Gun Infantry Corps, 3rd Heavy Armour Brigade, Commander of the 2nd Air Command, 18th Machine Gun Infantry. Yeah, he's good. He's got some defensive tactics is useful. Deception's useful. Infantry tactics is going to be useful. Now, the 18th Machine Gun Infantry Brigade, I need to figure out who they are, because if they're not being used, 18th. It's these guys here. Yeah, I kind of need him on. Mind you, these guys, I don't know. Yeah, let's try and find somebody else. Green Command commands the 7th Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. He's also pretty good. Just find out where the 7th Machine. Ah, they're actually fighting at the moment. Yeah, I can swap this guy out. So,
Yes, sir. Roger that. Yes, sir. Roger that.
so I'm going to swap those guys over. While I'm at it, let's those over, those guys down. Is that what I was doing? Was I bringing them in or was I moving them out? I don't remember now. I've honestly forgotten. I should be able to just replace these guys here. I think that should be. Yeah, we can. I know this is a laborious way of doing things. I realise this, but I find that the AI doesn't like. I don't often leave myself enough logistics points, and I often forget just to populate the SHQ with other troops. You should do that really because they train. The thing is, I kind of like having the control over it because I know that it's being done then. Because often you're just like, why am I getting no troops here? This is really irritating. And eventually you'll just get you kind of get to the point where you're just like, right, I'm not trusting the computer to do this. Even though it does a good job providing you give it enough, providing you give it the tools it needs. It will generally be okay, but yeah, I think it's a problem with me, not the game, rather than the game. I'm not going to strap move these guys down yet. I'm just going to leave them there for the time being. Okay. Right, that's all the decisions done. So, oh right, this is what I wanted to show you. So if you remember the last turn, I actually had about 30,000 credits, and I spent about 15,000, or maybe about 10,000. No, I think it was about 8,000. I can't remember now. You might remember if I did it on screen. I can't remember now. But basically, I did that. And look, the traders have now got loads of money. This is what I want. I want the traders to have more money because there are times when I might need to buy stuff off them, or I might want to sell stuff to them, you know, very, very suddenly. So if you rinse the traders of all their money, then they won't trade. They won't have the money to trade, and it takes them a while to kind of like sort things out themselves. Now, I've got some good tricks that I can play here now. Like, I don't have a whole lot of money, but if I get to the first SHQ, we've got 241 machines here. So if we go to trade, we've actually got a bit of an excess of machines. So I can probably make myself about 5,000 right now, but I don't need a huge amount of extra money. So I want to keep the traders. Oops, or did I just buy them? I think I just bought them, didn't I? Yeah, I just bought 5,000's worth. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to. Oh dear. Well, anyway, I've got loads of machines now, but like, yeah, I want to stimulate the trading economy basically, because there will be times when I want to buy stuff. So there's tons of stuff that I can sell. Like, I've got high-tech parts here that I can probably sell a bunch of high-tech parts and make my money back. There we go.
Yes, sir.
So there we go. Just get the economy going. That should make flooding the market with machines should make the machines cheaper overall. Whether that's something I want to do or not, I've not really considered. Probably not, because I don't really want the enemy to start fielding things like battle dress, and at the moment they don't seem to be doing that. Anyway, you get the idea. So when you've got a bit of money to play with, you can kind of float the traders, and it can help you at certain points. Like, for example, if I desperately need metal, metal is expensive, but I can kind of buy a bunch of metals if I needed to. You know, because let's say my logistics aren't good enough to be able to send stuff between my 3 SHQs. I desperately need food or metal, then it can be helpful, and you can be stuck without it as well. Okay, I've spoken about Limac. Porky Permamoon. This is the director of my economic council. I noticed that he was where are we? Organizations, economic council. He's really low. Look, he's really not he's not liking this enforcement thing one bit. Now he's quite old. Really, he's actually pretty good. He's a pretty good leader. He's really experienced, but he's going to be giving me big penalties now. So I think he's got to go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and retire him. I've got to put him in the reserve pool first. And I'm going to need somebody to replace him with. Now, before I do this, I just need to remind myself of how senior he is. He's pretty damn senior. So this is going to be a problem, but I need him out. So let's relieve him, and I'm going to say no job. So relation decline with the leaders of the same faction 21%, 7 for others. So it causes a big drop, and we need to, like, we are going to have to get somebody into the economic council there. Now I want to just retire him because he's not going to be very happy under my new regime. Okay, let's put him. Reserve pool. Here he is. Now. Difficulty 92. Not going to tell me what role. Then 50%, 50 credits to have a 50% chance. Okay, so it's just a 50% chance. Give him a golden retirement. Mind you, I don't have the points for this. That's a 50% chance to retire seniority 70 plus. So, yeah, I don't have the political points to play that. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be hard to retire. He's kind of getting old as well, so it's probably a good idea to get rid of him. I do have quite a lot of these points. It's going to be a golden retirement. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a card just to get myself some more political points again, if I can.
Copy that.
It only costs 1 fate point, and it's worth it, I think. And let's go for the golden retirement then.
Roger that.
Failure. Effect is halved. Pokemon Permamoon refused to retire. Your offer was declined. He did say he would like to leave the reserve pool and get assigned a fitting job. This affair did make the leader lose 645 seniority points. Let's just have a look at him now. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, his seniority rank's gone right down, so it'll be easier for me to get rid of him in future. So what we need to do now is start planning on somebody else to actually take his place. So I'm going to go to the leader pool, and this is kind of the stuff that I tend to do off screen, by the way. And I haven't really been playing very hard with with putting leaders in the right place, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm struggling a little bit. So, but there's not going to be so much combat this episode, I don't think. Like, I'm really intending to kind of like take things a bit easy this turn, just so that I've got time to get my logistics back in place. So let's try and find somebody with, what is he going to want? We want technician, inventor. So he's actually the best bet. Now we can put Victor Razor Knight in, but that will be a drop in. Yeah, he's really ambitious as well. He's going to be really upset if we. He's also low. He's also low because of enforcement. Micah Strutter. She's actually a good inventor. I could actually upgrade her.
Standing by. Okie dokie.
Oops, zone orders. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go and sort that out anyway. This is Matavier. I'm just going to incorporate those guys now. So Micah Strutter. Let's get back to her. Leader.
Standing by.
leave, and I'm going to give her a better job. Okay, so you're going to go in. She's going to go into the economic council. Be attached to. Gonna attach her. Greg Jones, not attached to anyone either. He's not a good advisor, really. Actually, he's not bad for inventing. So we could probably attach him to Mike Strutter just to get her going. The problem is when you attach advisors, they start getting, you know, you start losing relationship with them. Okay. So let's have a look at combat-related stuff that we can learn. I think I've learned my lesson with this alien invasion. By the way, I don't really want to be having. I need to get some more small units, even if it's just some independent units. This is the 3rd SHQ. I want to get a brigade up, I think. Machine gun infantry would do the job. No, I don't need the best troops. What's the problem here? Oh, we don't have very much in the way of... I'll leave it till next turn, but we need to do that. In fact, if they're just holding the line, you know, honestly, we could just use a lower model. So, could probably just go with Soldiers 5. I think they're mostly going to be going up against aliens. Yeah, I'm just going to get these guys. These will do for the time being. So, yeah, let's do that. 39th. Wow, I've got so many, so many OHQs now. Nearly 40. There's a okay. And I'm gonna have to get a leader in there as well. But for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys. I'm going to leave them here. I think this is as good a place for them as any. Just kind of have some. Yeah, like that. Just following this line. I just want. I need to make sure that I can react to any problems like that. Again, I'm going to probably do the same here. Oh, we've got some bikers here that need replenishing. Get those. Oh, problem. Points. No, we've got no logistical points available. That's... Hang on, they're in Gigwa. Weird. I wonder if I could just do it from here. Yeah, it's saying motorcycle. Ah, I know why. They're going to be attached to the 1st SHQ. Yeah, I'm having. You've got to really keep on it with who your guys are attached to. There we go. That's often why you can't do stuff like this. Okay, let's get those Harleys back on the road and bring these guys down. Down here. So we've got some invaders here, so I'm actually going to bring these guys in, and just to hold the line against them, just to say no, you're not coming in. These ones really do need to be replenished, though. Get an artillery gun in there. The others also need a replenishment, but I'm not going to be able to do it yet. The reason being is because I really need these just to hold the line here. So. Now, I'm going to get these to come out of Aurora. Yeah, I can't go any further than that. I think we're going to need to raise another formation here. Let's get an independent unit. In fact, we could go for an OHQ again and just get a brigade. Again, with just some sort of... Ah, light armour. Wait a minute. That's not the one I wanted. Light Armor Brigade. Crusader 2s. I don't remember what those guys are like. I think they're pretty weak by this point. I don't think they've even got lasers. Let's have a look. Model. Light armor. Yeah, Crusader 2, 40mm howitzer gun. They were never great. Walkers are going to be better in this desert. I can't get a battalion here. It's the metals that's the problem. So let me see if I can transfer some from the second SHQ. Got plenty there. Rare metals.
Understood.
Okay, so we've just transferred some over to the third SHQ. And I mean, honestly, I could have got better infantry now, but seriously, like these guys are really just going to be there as a blocker, just in case anything comes in. I can always upgrade them later if they turn out to be something that's required for my combat plans. So let's get some walker. Let's get a walker battalion. I think actually like maybe 2 or 3 battalions rather than regiments would be better here. These guys are they suck. They're really not gonna hurt me. And I think provided I've got just a few blocking units that can come in and stop them from running around me, walkers can do they can just do all the killing. Yeah. Let's get one. Oh no, okay. So that's not gonna happen. Instead, maybe I'll just get maybe just machine gun battalions. Let's have a look at this. Independent machine gun battalion. Again, against these aliens, I really don't need better. I really don't need. If they're just holding the line, 0 guns will probably do the job. Sticker falling in there somewhere. Something like that. So just really with some economical formations here. Yeah, I think that's probably enough now just to sort of spread my troops out. They're going to run up here, look. Blah, 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 blah. They move really quick, aliens. So I'm just going to raise a formation in here as well. And we'll get a decent battalion in there. Okay. Yeah, a whole bunch of like indies. It's more expensive to do that, you know, than to actually raise a formation. The thing is, once this threat is dealt with, I can probably incorporate them into, you know, some of these units here, or make a battle group or something like that. Okay. I think this is going to be the main warfare for this turn. Might actually just get these buggies down here. Right. I want to take this turn if I can. Don't think. Now, what I really could do is probably just like maybe I can push that way. No. Let's just try and do it with the infantry again. They're really heavily entrenched. So we've got a bit of a concentric circle bonus. So if you look at this, now the thing is about the concentric circle bonus is as your units retreat, you lose the bonus, right? So you might have a full surround, but if your units move in, get hit, and then they retreat, like for example, these guys they've got artillery here. Look, so the artillery like generally will make some of them retreat. So you get double concentric circle bonus if you've got the same SHQ attacking. If you've got more troops, then you're going to get less, right? You're going to get less of the concentric bonus. However, the odds will change. So now we've got a little bit of a saturation penalty, but it's only 0.3. Now these guys are on. I think if I can put this formation on, let's get them on attack. Oops. Stratagem. Let's get these guys on infiltration. But I might get them on all-out attack because I think it's time to do this. Let's try this now. Let's see if we can get in here. So we're going to get all of the orange group and all of the purple. So we got plus 75%. Now we have got a bit of a caliber matrix modifier. So this is basically, we don't have the weapons to be able to penetrate, you know, some of the armor. But I just think with the amount of troops that we're throwing at them now, we should be able to do this. So let's just zoom out. We've got a lot of troops, look. Okay. Yeah, this is not looking bad. Oh, we failed. Not again. Oh, at least we are managing to kill like a bunch of their troops at each time, and we didn't lose that many. I really need to get some. I need to get some better troops in here. So. Try and take this unit out here.
Let's go. Operation successful.
Okay, we managed to push those guys back. What is this guy like? Got lead from the front. Bring it in. Okay, next. I think I'm going to move these. Oh, I can't because I'll attack with them. I need to think about the concentric circle bonus as well. Next time I do this. All right. So we've got this war around a neighbour now. Let's attack with our bombers first. In fact, have we got any recon units? Find out. No, so we've only got bombers. Where is the most which point are we most likely need to attack? I mean, we've got plenty of tanks around here. They've also got plenty of tanks. I need to kill the tanks. Killing the tanks will basically allow me to mop up the rest of their infantry with my anti-infantry tanks, basically. So also anti-tank guns are also a good target. These guys are doing bad luck. Six relations. At least that's what it's saying. Let's go for these for the Apaches first, and we'll see if we can take out some of these smaller tanks. So we've got a bunch of tanks and some anti-aircraft guns. We don't want to do recon, sorry, we want to attack. Here we go. So this is air attack. Let's just also play it. Okay, we didn't manage to get anything there. We did manage to get some of them to retreat, but I don't think that matters in the context of this. I think I'm going to get the bombers. Just have a look how the readiness here. Now the readiness is pretty low, so I don't mind about that. These guys got high readiness. Let's attack these with the other bombers. So here we go. I want more of these bombers as well. We didn't really have enough recon on these, I don't think, to do too much damage. It definitely dropped their readiness right down though, so that's great. So that means that they're going to be pretty ineffective. I mean, just the readiness penalty that you get from being attacked with an airstrike is kind of worth it, to be honest. Okay, the 1st Machine Gun Infantry Corps. Yeah, these guys are definitely better suited to defense. You know, even as far as infantry is concerned. I'm just trying to find a suitable target that's soft and weak. This is probably a good place to try to pinch in. I'd say we just kind of make a beeline here down for this zone. But because again, we could do my tactic of like splitting them in half. So let's get these tanks in. We've got a caliber issue. Try this. Oh, we lost one already. These are Dragon 2s, that's why. They're useless. Okay. Well, I'm honestly not that bothered that they died because they're really out of date, those guys, anyway. 16th on defense. I don't really know if I want to see if we can get in with these tanks here. There's a lot of troops.
Attack formation.
But they just can't stand enough in the face of this. Look, we actually so the 3rd Siege Infantry Regiment, we actually got them to surrender, which is excellent news. Okay, let's get these guns in. Okay, we're starting to inch forwards. Yeah, we are losing a little bit because we're on defense. So I might actually stick these guys on infiltration for a turn, and then we can see if we can actually make some roads in. That's better. See how we do. Okay. Oh, we got rid of all those guns as well. Great job. Let's just autoplay it. Holding on. Wow, the tank battalion held. So, but we did manage to. We've done a lot of damage there, I think. Yeah, their readiness is really, really low. Okay. Let's see if we can get in here. I don't know about this one. They've got a lot of troops. Let's try go for it anyway, see what we can do.
Go, go, go.
Oh no. Okay. So we took a massive counter-attack there. It's these falling guns, I reckon. That's probably what's doing it. Yeah, that was bloody and not very successful. Now their readiness is quite high. I'm going to move this tank up here to see if we can. Oh no, I'm not going to follow up. That's a bad move. That is a bad move. Okay, see if I can kind of creep these troops a little bit closer towards Weimar. See if we can replace some of these. Okay, so we've got some replacements in there. They also want replacements. We can't do it. We don't have enough. Again, we're kind of low on rare metals. I'll actually just try and transfer a few more over from 2nd SHQ. Maybe just transfer 80, something like that. I think it's important that I try and get as many of these troops back on their feet as possible. Okay, that's better. Upgrading is quite expensive, by the way. It actually costs more than, in a roundabout way, it kind of costs more than just recruiting the new troops yourself. In the sense that it's slightly less expensive, but then if you just recruit the new troops with the new upgrade, you've still got the old ones as well, and it's the price is kind of, yeah, it works out not so good. Okay, we've got. I want these guys running in entrench. And when they're on entrench, by the way, they can get really, really high entrenchment values, and it makes them almost impossible to shift. I think I'm going to try and move these guys in this way. For a bombardment.
Open fire.
I want to kill some of these falling guns. Or whatever, Quattros.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, we didn't quite get them. We did take their readiness down significantly, though. I think I'm going to attack with all of them. Those
Going in.
those quad machine guns are really nasty. Okay, but
Mission success.
we did a good job there. So, have we got anything that can move in here and take this position? 27th don't want to be over this way, really. I wonder if I can start bringing... Ah, hold on. We've got some more of the 27th here, so... These are just going to be sat in defence. Move those in there, then. Let's have these sat here. These Bison 105mm howitzer guns. It's still going to chew. I think it's going to chew these troops up. However, we do have 4 Lings of Zero guns. We might be okay here. Really, what we want is some anti-tank or RPGs or something. Maybe if I move. Ah, yeah. I do have the opportunity to try and do a supply cut here. I wonder if that's worth it. Let's have a look what the... Yeah, look, this is a supply line. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's get those guys in there. Oh, and look what we found. Mind you, that's an RPG infantry corps. We've got to be a bit careful here. Get these aliens in. The 5th Independent are very likely not assigned to the right HQ. There we go. Okay. I've actually been reading the manual a little bit more recently and kind of trying to get my head around the combat mechanics a little bit more. So that's probably why you'll see me spending a bit more time kind of just looking at the combat stuff. I want to... The combat odds are, you know, as you know, a little bit... Can't really rely on them. And there's good, you know, you shouldn't really try to rely on them, really. They're not there as a... It's not like XCOM, you know, where it tells you exactly what damage you're going to get and the exact precise information. So I think that I kind of like it how the combat odds are, you know, how they work. But I'm trying to get my head around it a little bit more so that I'm a bit more effective in war. So I've still got this kind of like human wave tactic thing that I do, and I kind of want to get out of that a little bit. I think it's kind of dangerous to just to throw your troops, you know, in these big human waves and just lose loads and loads of people. It is fun though. Like I should have been a Soviet era infantry general. I'd have enjoyed that. Okay, okay, let's move over to this side of the war. Now we've got this machine gun infantry battalion that I built that I kind of thought that I might need. What I mean to say is that I accidentally built it. And then we've got this these mechanized guys as well. So this is like a bunch of mechanized infantry. So let's get these mech infantry up too. We got the HQ, look. Actually, the HQ... This is interesting here, look. I think this means that we've not quite got enough... Yeah, we've not quite enough bolterbuses in order to... Ah, did I raise them at less than full strength? Okay, I'm going to have to replace those. I'm not going to worry about it too much now. We've got some Shining Star 2s here, so he's got really, really long range. Now, I actually haven't got that much in the way of recon on Montefiore here. To be honest, I'm not even dead sure that I'm going to need it. Now, I think I replaced these guys inside this turn. So there's a vacant commander in the 32nd here. I am just going to use them just to push forwards, and they're going to be supported. Let's just get these guys around this way. I'll get the gun in here just in case they try and come in with these tanks. HQ's looking good. Try and find the other. Okay, I think I've got them all. So now we're moving the 31st. The 31st under Dick Thompson. Dick Tompman. This guy's got some decent skills. Could actually use him as a, to attack with as well. Right, so what I need to do now is kind of defend what I've taken. Bearing in mind that we've got to be a little bit careful about moving too far. So I'm going to get these guys kind of down here in a defensive position. And then I'm going to get the siege infantry moving up towards to take... I'm going to pick a target and take one. So... try and go like this. One, two, four, 5. Let's see if we can scout what these are. Oh, look at that. Might even be able to kill these. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, let's make a move on Morjou. I think they're going to be my first target. So I wonder if this is a good idea. It's probably not. Let's try and attack with tanks. Is a bit overkill. Mind you, I honestly think that that's a bit overkill as well. Let's just see if we can get in with this. These guys don't even have an OHQ. Ah, that was fine. Don't know what I was worrying about. So move these guys in. So we've got some tanks here. We don't have much recon. Get those walkers moved up. See if we can get a bit more recon on. Yeah, we've got way more recon now. Yeah, we've got these Lezard 2s, which a little bit better. I'm going to airstrike those, I think. So no, they're too far away. Let's move these guys to... I can't remember what the range on these Apaches is now. 6 hexes. Let's move them in here for the next round. Oh, actually, we can attack from here. I don't think that's even worth it. I'm just gonna, because they don't have much that can take out infantry. So let's just go with the bombers instead. And we'll see if we can take these tanks out.
Bombs away!
Come on, you can do it. We need some sound effects for these.
Returning to base, sir.
Oh, that's right. I used the wrong aircraft. I was using my looks like I was using the wrong aircraft. Okay, so I was using the fighters. That was dumb. This is a Shining Star, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Here we go. We should have better look here. There we go, look. Wow. Yep, absolutely wrecked them.
Returning to base, sir.
Excuse me. It's the problem with having a large moustache. It tends to flick everything everywhere. Okay, those are probably going to be relatively easy to finish. Let's see if we can take move these walkers in. Oh, look at that. Okay. Now, just use the tanks to finish these guys off.
Mission accomplished.
Overrun. Follow up. This is a bit risky, but
Mission accomplished.
they've just got no fuel issue here. Okay, let's get these anti-tank guns down here. I think, unless they've got, I mean, unless this is tanks. I wonder if we can get some recon. If there's anything up this way.
Birds are in the sky.
This is Montefiore, but no, there was nothing there. Alright. This group is going to take this zone, no problem. I think we should probably move these anti-tank guns down in this direction. And I'm going to move... I want this siege in... Let's get the siege group, who are probably the strongest group apart from the army. Let's get them up this way. In position. Like that. Get in on this. Wow. Yeah, I kind of get the impression that my my forces are just they're entering battle and there's just nothing there for them. There's nothing there to fight. The lights are on and no one's home. I'm just going to have this army sat on Seltris just for a few turns. What I probably should do really is get another group in and an independent unit just to defend that. Okay, get some more guns in. Alright, so we're heading straight to Dessau. Now, yeah, we should have... Mind you, we've got more troops down this way now, so our logistics is going to be a little bit more strained. Again, at the end of the episode, I'm going to have to play with the logistics a little bit, I think. Alright. These guys... I'm going to move these guys up to Skull Tower. They're going to be putting a bit of a strain on my logistics here where I really don't want them to. I'm going to move them up to Skull Tower and just keep them there until they're needed, probably. Alright, down here... Well, again, it's another long episode. These guys... Right, now, carrying on. We're starting to get some... We're actually starting to get a decent amount of supply here. So these troops... Now, if we've got a high relation with this guy... No, we haven't. Yeah, we need to put our relationship with this guy up so we can bring the morale up quickly. Let's give him stratagem from here. There's a reason this is impossible, we can't tell you. Okay, so let's just make sure we're choosing the right guy. Vance Allen, OHQ Commanders. That's Vince. Victor. Vance. There we are.
Roger that.
Okay, we improved to 8 points just by giving them 100 credits. I'll just leave it at that for the time being. I need to keep him kind of high because I need these guys to... I need their morale to go up as quickly as possible. can we get in on this? Let's have a look. Yeah, it would be good to get these guys before they dig in anymore. Oh wow, look at that.
Mission accomplished.
Absolutely wreck them. I'm kind of tempted to try it again. Now these guys are a little bit more ready. I've got a bit of a penalty on the readiness. Down. This is a really shabby force I've got here. They're absolutely ruined. Look at those guys. I don't know if you're going to be replacing anything. Got no connection to the SHQ. Okay, so that is about that. Let's just get some scouting down on this side.
Birds are in the sky.
Yeah, these guys are all suffering as well with supply issues. I could probably just force this with these blockers, but I don't want to lose any of them, so I'd rather just wait. Actually, let's get these guys in. These are a decent replacement force. Actually, no, I'm going to walk these back. My supply should be better soon. At least that's what I'm hoping. They can stay there. What to do with you guys? This is the 14th. Yeah, the 14th have got 2 missing subunits. I'm just going to leave them there. They are providing a useful service, I think. Could just take that. Yeah, do something like this. Those things aren't going to be able to defend in the mountains though, so I'll move them back. Okay, now we have got carrying-on packs trying to flank us here. Let's put a stop to that.
Engaging enemy. Mission accomplished.
Okay, we didn't manage to kill much, but I'm going to try that again.
Attack formation.
Okay, that's better. We actually caught them on the retreat that time.
Mission accomplished.
I need to pull these back, I think, just a little bit, because they're gonna, if they sit on my supply line. Yeah, this might be a good job for these guys actually. There we go. Let's just kind of rejig these like this. Looks like we've got a bit of a resurgence from carrying on packs coming in this direction, so yeah, the rest of these again kind of just got to be a little bit careful. Oh, this is Taurus now. Let's try and right, so Taurus aren't any threat to us really. I see why carrying on packs are moving. They've actually been pushed. See if we can kill these guys.
Do it now.
Nope, not looking good.
Requesting backup.
Okay, that was a bad move. Let's get these guys off all-out attack and put them into defense,
Aye, aye, sir.
so that they're at least useful. Try and kill these aliens as well.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, push them back. I can't believe we lost a troop.
Mission accomplished.
It shows you what a bad state these guys are in. Okay. On this side, similar job. Guys are really on the wrong side, aren't they?
Mission accomplished.
Okay. I'm just going to leave them here. I don't want them to be too far out of place. Get this group. Yeah, they're not going to get much supply here. Good. They have got a full stock though. They'll be alright for one turn. Right, let's transfer some of these troops over. Whoops, way too many. This is kind of an interesting way of doing things. I've not really considered doing that before. I'm not sure keep this group here just sort of in place. I'll move these just on this side. Again, here, I'm probably not going to be able to make... Oh, no, look, they're starting to get supply back here. This is probably why they were... They're actually doing some damage to me. Yeah, my troops are slightly low on supply too. Let's make sure that we're on a good, we're on defense or something. No, we want to be on defense. So, or maybe even entrench might be good. Now, the entrench card is much better when you're actually sat in territory that you can entrench really deeply in. Like these are really good. 250 will take you up to about what 325, is it? So you can entrench incredibly heavily. There we go. Let's get. They won't do it immediately. They'll take a few turns, but I mean they get an immediate entrenchment bonus. Look, 230 for those guys now. That gives you that like times as your hit points. I think it makes your hit points like 230 times. Sorry, 230% more larger. Increase them by 230%. Let's get some artillery fire. Soften them up.
Roger that.
Yeah, we didn't do much there. Managed to damage some of their entrenchment ever so slightly. Okay, I think we can get pickup from here. Oh no, this is not green. This is that turquoise color. Yeah, they might be a little bit. They might be struggling to get pickup there. Let's just leave them in place. I'll leave those in place. I think these guys are probably okay. They're probably in a position where we'll be all right. Just got to be a bit careful about enemies like jumping through here. Okay. All of this I'm going to leave, apart from some minor stuff, just to make sure that I'm not getting myself in any, leaving myself in a position where I might get killed. We do have these guys to take out, so let's just defeat this pocket quickly. I'm pretty sure we'll do this. Okay. Everything, like I say, everything else is probably just going to be. I'm just going to kind of leave it here. Maybe just move these up a little bit. just so that I'm covering the potentiality for them to come in and try and attack my supplies, because that's their only hope at the moment. I'm going to get these guys back. Now, I might... yeah, we're stretched a little bit thin here, I'm afraid. I don't really want to be moving my mechanized units as, if I can help it. Yeah, I think they're still a little bit too weak to really do too much to me. I might be able to just do a quick counter attack.
Require support.
Something like that. I just need to make sure that we're not going to get surprised with anything nasty. I don't think they've really got the supplies to be able to hurt me at the moment.
Birds are in the sky.
Okay. They've got a lot of tanks. They've got a lot of stuff in general. I think maybe they've overbuilt. It might be. Maybe that's why they're really struggling like they are. At these tanks up here. I can probably afford to move them. I just want to move as little as possible, so we got as little strain on my logistics as possible. I don't want someone guarding here. Also want to keep this group with this one though. Two. Go like this. There we are. And keep the rest. I mean, the ones that aren't moving, well, they'll start generating readiness anyway. I think that you get more readiness if you're not moving. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, another long episode, I'm afraid, but thanks for bearing with me, and I hope you're still enjoying it. It's I think for the next few turns, it's going to be less focused on the war and more on just sorting my logistics out. And I don't want. I've decided I don't like playing like this in the sense of constantly fighting with my own logistics. It is like one of my I forget who it was now. Apologies, but one of my viewers said that yeah, you've kind of been forced into this fast play style because I just keep getting attacked, and I guess that's true. I was looking at a game save with one of my friends the other day. He only plays multiplayer, but I was really impressed with his logistics. Like he just has really, like he doesn't have any bottlenecks. Like he's just like really solid logistics, and his empire isn't anywhere near as big as mine. I mean, it was only about 30 turns in, but I was like, I got real logistics jealousy. I got a little logistics boner looking at it, so I was like, I really need to kind of like get into the nitty gritty of my own logistics system. And I've got to say, I actually really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite parts of the games is working the logistics out. I remember when we interviewed Vic, and Vic was like, yeah, I put the pull system in because I didn't want to make a traffic light simulator game. And I get where he's coming from. It's supposed to be a war game, but I love the logistics, and I just think it's so engaging. And I can spend ages. Like I think if I really wanted to get serious with it, I could bust out my computer science and math skills that I've been learning, and kind of come up with some heuristics to try and figure out the best way of doing it, and kind of really utilizing some stuff. But to be honest, I like, I have enough of that when I'm doing it at school, never mind doing it when I'm trying to chill out. But I know that there are some people who do that. They really like to get really mathematical and kind of super efficient with the way that they work things through. And if that's you, let me know what you think about this mess. This terrible mess. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just build one big road like this, and it's going to go through, and I'm just kind of these kind of winding logistical systems, they are generated as, you know, just naturally through the course of the battle as your warfare. You know, not only are you picking up the roads that the see, for example, I don't need that. So like, not only are you picking up the roads that the enemy has built, and you're sort of half building along those to save money, but also you end up kind of both you and the AI will rebuild roads in order to bring your logistics to cope with territorial, you know, changes in territory. Basically, that's part of the reason why it's all kind of spaghetti-like and awful. But there's no reason for it to stay like that. And I think that, for example, here, I don't know, maybe part of the problem might just be trying to set up a fourth SHQ. So maybe have Photocron, because this is a fairly decent sized city. Maybe have Photocron and just develop it a little bit. But that's going to have to come after changes in logistics. And that's going to be a matter of just going through all these bottlenecks, figuring out, you know, taking the strain off them, building more truck stations, building more efficient layouts and that kind of thing. Okay, guys, I've rabbited enough. So have fun, and God, am I tired tonight or what? I'm going to catch you in the next episode is what I'm trying to say. See you later. Take care.